Today, I got a sleeper pair of shoes that I'm really excited to unbox for y'all. These are the Jordan 1 Low SC Craft Monochrome Black Smoke Gray. I know that name is a mouthful, but for this review I was only able to get 11.5 because there's quite a bit of hype behind this release, so scooping a size 12 was a little bit more difficult than it usually is for a Jordan 1 Low. And rightfully so, these are not your typical GR Jordan 1 Lows. It's pretty wild that there's 3 Jordan 1 Lows that Jordan brand is currently releasing, but more on that later. I'm a big fan of what they do with the Craft SCs, and these are absolute fire. For me, it's gotta be the hits of red stitching that you find throughout the shoe that really elevates the shoe from something that would be kinda typical and maybe even a little bad. You get that awesome red stitching on the back and an outline of the Jordan logo as well, and then on the midsole you get splatter of white paint that really elevates the shoe and how it looks. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the Jordan 1 Low GR silhouette, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Jumpman on the tongue. Definitely not better than the 85s I have in my collection, but these are pretty solid. Speaking of solid, that solid rubber outsole on the bottom also features that white splatter. Let's talk material because that's what really elevates this shoe to the next level. As you can see, it's made up of multiple types of leather. You get nubuck, you get suede, and you get your typical leather. But no, that's not all. As you'll see in a little bit, the other side has all the materials inversed on the left pair compared to the right pair. And I'm happy to report that the nubuck, the suedes, everything feels buttery on this pair. And for 125 bucks, they feel premium. Now let's take a look at the other side. As you can see, the materials are swapped. That ankle collar has that more rough suede, and that rough suede is replaced with the nubuck on the quarter panel and on the toe box. As I've gotten more into fashion, I've been able to appreciate the differences in materials and how it really impacts the silhouette of the shoe. Now, in most lighting conditions, these shoes are going to look exactly the same. But under a bright lights or a flash of a photograph, you're going to be able to notice those little differences in texture, and it's going to make the shoe shine even more. Now, when it comes to sizing, these are pretty straightforward. I would go true to size just like the 1985 Jordan 1 Lows. For me, with the OG pair of lows, especially these black toes, I had to go half a size down. So I would wear 11.5 in these, but for the monochrome black Jordan 1 Lows that we're taking a look at this video, I definitely recommend going with your true to size. They're going to fit you just like every other Jordan will. Now, in terms of comfort, you're not going to get anything revolutionary. The Jordan 1 Low GRs and the Jordan 1 Mid GRs I find a little bit more comfortable than the OG highs and the OG lows, but still nothing super special. Now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments section down below, what do you think about these shoes? Do you think they're underrated? I personally like them a lot.